see. Run me through, hold on, think again, don't you know what you're starting? But you sure got that clue, how about this we go, don't you know, no more. And as you look to the horizon, not the cloud, running stormy weather's got you cold. Seems like it took up out of nowhere, all around you, it's not quite what you foretold. You never see it coming. You see that my mind is too fast for life. You're done it. But the time it teacher, your life's a to see come back.
Me quedo con vos. Intento seguirte pero no doy más. Sospecho que el tiempo se nos va a acabar. Estás algo loca y sos tan clásica. Deja que la noche nos proponga más. Decime que sí, hacer como yo, a veces sos tan genial. Algunos momentos de esta eternidad me son suficientes para recordar. Tus piernas bailando son tan mágicas. La noche se presta para mucho más. Y está muy bien así, por hoy no pienses más. Yo sé que lo necesitas. Me quedo con vos, yo sigo de largo, voy a buscarte. Qué noche mágica, ciudad de Buenos Aires. Se queman las horas de esta manera, nadie me espera. Cómo me gusta verte caminar así. Me quedo con vos, yo sigo de largo, voy a buscarte. Me mata
What's up, everyone? How is it going? Actually, I don't know if the commentary, whatever mic stuff is working, but I will just assume that it is. Okay, so I just got done with the match, so I am just popping in, seeing what's up. Wow, both teams have not taken a single breakpoint yet. Okay. I see team name Quay is picking a lot of aim. Kind of makes sense. They do have Les Perry. He's like the best aimer in 4-digit scene right now. Yeah, meanwhile, peepoHappy have picked some speed, some hidden flow aim. I do think they'll probably pick the last speed map that's left eventually, because they have that DT3 up, and it looks like they wanted to play speed, so there's more of it if they so choose. Alternatively, peepoHappy could also pick some sort of techie or gimmicky map, because that is also something they have very good roster for. I guess the core 3 in that regard would be like Phelan, Anthony W, Tate. So yeah, they will be picking something more gimmicky with the hidden 2. Yeah, so this hidden 2 is a pretty standard hidden 2 for this, I guess, difficulty level. It's not really too weird to read. It's mostly just a lot of jumps at some somewhat awkward angles, and towards the end there's a bit of stream element to it as well. Yeah, as we're talking about the Zog, it was actually composed by Happy30, who I think you might also know as a mapper in the Osu scene. Just a bit of an interesting tidbit. Alright, so as we get into it, we do see, I think, pretty predictable lineups for both sides. Have that core 3 at peepoHappy, and also Daniel, who's a pretty known as like a speed player, but also very solid on lawyer gimmick. Meanwhile, on team name Quay, have Les Perry and 3 players who are pretty good at this niche, so pretty solid rosters on both sides. So far, it's team name Quay doing somewhat better. Really, really gonna be dampened by Wanderer and Les Perry missing here. Now it's gonna be peepoHappy with the advantage. Mami dropping, trading with Phalon, but then Insert dropping as well. And so now Tate and Daniel are really uncontested here. Really big, especially going into this calmer part. peepoHappy can really try to push the advantage here. Yeah, not too many breaks as of... Actually, no. I was totally not paying attention. But Anthony W with the biggest combo right now. But should he miss, Team Name Quay really have the potential to claw it back. But yeah, as things stand, it's really going to be staying in peepoHappy's game right now. Yeah, because Team Name Quay really have nothing to work with anymore besides Lesperry. But when Lesperry is outmatched by Anthony W in terms of combo, nothing really can happen here. So yeah, especially with Lesperry miss right there. It's trained by Anthony W, but that's absolutely not what Team Name Quay needed. So we'll be peepoHappy taking their fourth pick here. And this match is still going to remain to have 0 breakpoints. Both teams looking very confident on their own skill sets, and peepoHappy really accomplishing that with this hidden 2 pick as well. So yeah, on Team Name Quay's turn to pick, they have picked just straight up 4 aim maps so far, but now that they're really out of raw aim maps, I'm a bit interested to see what they're gonna go for. So yeah, I figured they could also go for Hard Rock 2. Because Hard Rock 2 is kind of just like mostly an aim map, but, you know, of course more precise. But fundamentally, it's all about the jumps. If they want to play some more generic maps, they could also do like a Noma 2 angle. I'm sure that's something Lesperry would be pretty good at. I mean, Lesperry is good at pretty much anything, but I especially is known for like Nomad, more generic stuff. So yeah, I would predict the Nomad 2 or Hard Rock 2, but as always, the teams can throw a curveball in here. Okay, so they will be going for Hard Rock 2. So yeah, this is, of course, precision map. Pretty small circles, via 6.5. But then, it's mostly just like a jump map. Low BPM jump map. But in addition, I guess there's also some cut stream stuff. There's some 1/6 that they're not hard, but you just need to be aware of them. Wonder a little bit displeased with this pick, but it is what it is, I suppose. I was about to say, I was a bit interested to see Inserted for Hard Rock 2. Really not known as a Hard Rock player, but he is going to be something for Pancho. Does make a lot of sense. Meanwhile, peepoHappy running basically their core 3 for any non-speed map. Tatse, Anthony W, Phelan. Also going to have iFakers in for this, who is pretty solid on the Hard Rock. So, pretty solid lineups for both sides. Not much for me to have said so far, because everyone's doing pretty solid. All FC is being held except for iFakers there, getting tripped up on the 1/3 pattern. But it looks like the act lead is just like extremely far in peepoHappy's favor. But that's going to be overturned very quickly with the breaks out of Tatse and SCT2. And meanwhile, team name quay looking rock solid right now. Oh, under a friendly break. Gonna slow things down, but they still have the advantage in terms of FCs. And yeah, they're looking like they're gonna be taking the lead on their own pick right here, just very shortly. Oh my god, Wonder. Wonder, what are you doing there? Okay, he missed on a very simple burst, but won't be too much of an issue as things stand because his team has got his back. Pancho and GWK going at it. GWK kind of the butt of many jokes about him getting carried, but don't underestimate him. He is doing a lot of the carrying work himself right now, alongside Pancho. And yeah, with more breaks on peepoHappy around Phelan, that'll be just about sealing things up in terms of this pick. Now I'm just interested to see if Team Name quay can close out these FCs. Wow. And it looks like they will. Yeah, Pancho and GWK WFC here. Very impressive team score, actually. Nearing 3 billion. Good stuff to them. Okay, so now we're gonna get a brief pause in the stream because Keyz needs to leave. So I'm gonna restart the stream. So brief intermission. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Okay, I believe everything is up and working again. So, we are going right back into the action of Team Nim quay versus peepoHappy. Very tense situation. Both teams have been very securely taking their own picks. No breakpoints so far. And so peepoHappy is going to try to continue that trend here on the DC3. But yeah, I'm a little interested to see like a Phelan and Anthony W over like Stacia. I don't know if Stacia is here, but I mean Phelan and Anthony W not known as tapping players, but on a map like this, it's more finger control heavy. Maybe they have an opportunity to shine. Wanderer is calling for an abort right now, so I assume we're gonna get that very shortly. So disregard the happenings on your screen right now. Okay, it looks like we've got it. All right. But yeah. On the side of Team Name Quay, kind of notably, one of their speed specialists, Accelerator, apparently he's on vacation or something. So Team Name Quay is kind of a one-man down for this. So not having their ideal lineup, but still 4 players who can probably do decently on this, at least. Okay, and we have finally restarted the map. Early ACK advantage being taken for Team Name Quay. I mean, the ACKs are just like not very solid across the board, but all of that combo is still holding. Yeah, this is a very challenging map to ACK. I'm obviously the first one to go. Oh my god, that square scream claimed Team Name Quay's souls. Meanwhile, peepoHappy, I mean, they found some misses as well, but Daniel and Anthony W are still up. But yeah, getting into some more finger control. I mean, it's just finger control from start to finish with this map. Everyone seems to have stabilized a little bit except for Ezius. So yeah, more doubles, more quads. It is relentless. Pancho is going to find the breaks as well. So peepoHappy looking very solid at this moment. Daniel's going to find the miss, but Anthony W is still holding the fort. But the only FC, the only S rank in the lobby right now. And this is not really the kind of map you expect him to perform super well on, but Anthony W can everything, I guess. And he's got this this part until the next break is pretty free, so gonna take advantage of this really big combo lead to the fullest for sure. The Wanderer is still up actually. Kind of missed that, but he is somewhat down versus Anthony W in terms of ACK. And also he is just no supporting combo mostly from Team Name Quay. Yeah, oh, it seems that Wanderer head's broken multiple times since we last saw him. But meanwhile, Anthony W having none of that nonsense. He's still FCing. Okay, Caller be very surprised at that. And Phelan was doing pretty well as well, despite also not being a tapping main. But Phelan finds a drop, but Anthony W is still going. Holy shit. And not to discount the rest of his team, Miwo and Daniel also doing pretty solidly now. And the only one that's comparable on Team Name Quay at all is Pancho. So yeah, the result is the 700k score lead in why peepoHappy's favor, or peepoHappy's favor. And Anthony W coasting on this FC. Okay, that's not what I expected at all. It is an A rank FC, but an FC is an FC. Juicy 935k score right there. Pulling out the solo carry. So yeah, this match equalized once again, 5-5. And it's going to be Team Name Quay's final pick. And they are out of aim. They are there's basically no jump maps left in the entire in the entire pool, which is where they've been really making their fortune. So will be very interesting to see what they go for here, because they really need to explore some new frontiers. Oh, this is a spicy one. DT4. First off, it is a banger song, but in terms of the skill set required, you need to be really good at reading high R. It's not even 10.3, but it feels like it's higher than 10.3, even though it's not, because there's so many overlaps, a lot of aim control. You need to be very competent at the high R, pretty much. And I would say for sure that this is one of the more challenging maps in this pool as well. Don't expect this to be a very highly scoring one. Yeah, I'm gonna turn up the game volume a bit. Tell me if it's bad. Alright. Okay, that should be good. But yeah, it's a very niche skill set, and it's one that I don't really know if anyone in this lobby is really prepared for. Because the kind of people who are good at high R are usually not really good at like aim control, and vice versa. I can see Wanderer doing well on this. Also Lesperry, I mean Lesperry can just do well on any map pretty much. I guess he wasn't in for the last one, which was a bit surprising, but... yeah. Outside of peepoHappy, I believe iFakers is pretty good at high R. The rest of their members are like, they're good like tech players, but I would question a little bit how good they are on, well not quite 10.3, 10.2. High R, that's the point. So yeah, a pretty reasonable pick I think for Team Name Quay, especially considering their bread and butter is basically gone at this point. Initial break is going to be found out at iFakers. My predictions are wrong, as always. But yeah, everyone else holding pretty solidly. Act looking not too bad, but definitely higher on Team Name Quay side. Let's going to find a break. So it's going to be 3 SCT2 right for now. Now going to be 2-2. Very rapidly traded. Yeah, and things kind of in a deadlock right now. 2 SCT2, it's been staying that way for a while. iFakers is having a lot of problems though. So I guess ult is really not his thing. I mean, that's kind of known fact. But yeah, tossing fighting drop is going to be really detrimental for peepoHappy, but drops also being found from Poncho. So Wanderer and Anthony W, those are kind of trusted hands for both teams. So it's going to be about who can hang on for a little bit longer here. Because that 100k score lead could be very rapidly undone if Wanderer finds the break. Anthony W still got it. It's looking like he might earn peepoHappy the first breakpoint of this match. He's very close to claiming that score lead, and it is returned back. This guy's going off, dude. Now I just want to see if he's gonna FC. Because with no combo on Team Name Quay, there's really nothing their team can do about this huge performance of Anthony W. Holy shit. Wow. Okay. I am a little bit in awe. Because DT is like known as like Anthony W's like only weakness basically. But he just FC'd 2 of the DT maps consecutively on a finals level pool. So that's gotta be a little bit scary on the side of Team Quay. But yeah, that's the very first breakpoint taken the entire match. It's looking like, you know, Team Name Quay actually put peepoHappy in the losers bracket all the way back in round of 16. And peepoHappy is just 1 pick away, 1 point away from taking revenge right here. Yeah, and peepoHappy do have the pick to try to capitalize here. A lot of no mod maps open, and also just that Hard Rock 3, which I don't know. I wouldn't really expect a Hard Rock 3. I'm thinking it might be like a no mod 5 angle, or maybe like no mod 6. Those seem like very Anthony W maps if that's what they want to go for. Actually, he can probably do well on like any of the maps that are left. Wait, they will be going for no mod 5. So this map is a very weird one. It's like it's a pretty gimmicky map, but not in the typical sense where it's just like a low AR map. It's like a normal AR map, but the patterns are just very tricky to read. There's a lot of overlaps, a lot of like rhythm changes. So yeah, I would just say you need really good pattern processing to be able to play this. And as you can kind of tell from the song, it's a song that has a lot of very rapid like changes in pace. So I guess you could say it's rather diff spiky. Like there's definitely patterns that are individual patterns that are really big breakpoints, and then a lot of filler in between them. Yeah. Also, adding to the difficulty of the just aiming it is that this is also a CS5 map, which for certain players might not be the most comfortable, but we'll just have to cope and make it do with that extra aim difficulty. It is also a very chill song, as you can hear. But yeah, a map that'll allow both teams to really utilize their core rosters here. Like on peepoHappy, I've been saying Anthony, Phelan, Tate, they've been in for like a vast majority of the maps that are not speed. Meanwhile, on Team Name Quay, they have their first 3 picks in as well, of Les Perry, Pancho, and Wanderer. And Insert filling the role of the gimmicky maps specialist. So yeah, Team Name Quay really have got to answer back here with a breakpoint of their own if they want to keep themselves alive in the bracket. This is a loser's bracket, so if they are to lose one more map, they will be out of the tournament.
So gonna do everything they can to prevent that from happening. But yeah, right in the beginning, you can just start to see what this map is all about. A lot of perfect stacks, a lot of difficult to read patterns. Insert gonna be the first one to get caught off guard here. So early advantage, peepoHappy, and that early advantage is gonna be solidified a bit more by Wanderer finding another break. So yeah, 2 FCs to 4, peepoHappy will definitely in the driver's seat right now. Not anymore with eye fakers breaking, but oh, that's a lot of breaks on that. Tricky to read patterns here. But yeah, I mean, if you're on peepoHappy, you're not too disappointed to see eye fakers breaking, because in all honesty, this is like not really a skill set. And the 3-man core is still holding it down for peepoHappy. Meanwhile, a team named Quay, they are really, all of their hopes and dreams are resting on Les Perry's shoulders right now. Insert seemingly pretty dissatisfied with the performance so far. Understandably so, but he's just gonna have to try to make do with what he can combo for the rest of the map. Try to do a little bit of damage control. Tate Phelan finding breaks, but if you're team named Quay, you know how dangerous it is for the Anthony W to be holding the only FC here. But in terms of full team-wide combo, for now team-wide, oh gosh, they no longer have any advantage of any sort. And now it's Anthony W ready to solo the lobby once again, possibly. Yeah, that last pattern right before the break might have been just team name Quay's death knell, because the two huge combos in particular from Pancho and Les Perry that could have basically taken the lead back at this point, just nowhere to be found. And meanwhile, it's gonna be Anthony W doing Anthony W things. We'll be finding the break there, but actually Wanderer has something to combat it, because peepoHappy also have no supporting combo. So Wanderer finds a break on that very difficult pattern, and it's looking like with a very slow part. And 30k of lead already banked up for peepoHappy. As it comes to this really slow conclusion, it just looks like peepoHappy are really gonna close this out here. Will be no tiebreaker here. peepoHappy will be finishing their food. Probably? Oh wait, Phelan. Wait. Surely there's no time, right? Yeah, there is not. Sadly for team named Quay. That is it. So congratulations to peepoHappy for taking a very closely contested match here. Taking their revenge against team named Quay here. Both teams having taken one set off of each other. But it will be peepoHappy coming out on top. And they're going to be the ones to continue for the rest of the tournament, as they will be facing Tomato Tournament tomorrow. Should be a good match. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure when that'll be. But it will be a match tomorrow. So it will be peepoHappy versus Tomato Tournament in the losers finals. And in winners, we'll have ADS plus Poland versus Baxall to look forward to. So yeah, 2 matches that should be pretty good tomorrow. Watch out for that. In the meantime, congratulations to peepoHappy. Condolences to team named Quay. Put up a very good fight in both winners and losers brackets, but they lost 2 very closely contested matches. Kind of unfortunate, but it's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. So yeah, GG, well played. See you all tomorrow.